Hey everybody, happy Friday. I'm going to start a little Halloween collage on this little canvas. It's a reused or upcycled small canvas. I got it for free at a vintage shop. They had a whole table full of stuff that was no good or they didn't think was any good, but I think everything's good. But anyways, I'm going to use this vintage image of this girl and a cat and just build a little collage. I'll speed it up because after all, this is Fast Fun Friday. But just thought I would bring you along as I create this little Halloween piece. So let's get started. So I'm just going to put this background paper down with some matte medium. And it's just a free clip art printout that I found online, and I did print it with my inkjet, so I may get some smearing, and for this that's fine. It's Halloween. If it's smeared a little bit, who cares, right? Maybe it won't. Sometimes this ink from this Epson printer of mine works just fine with wet medium, so we'll see what we get. I do want to try to center it because I'm gonna, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. I am going to just fold that over the edges, so try to get it on here straight and even. Close enough. Okay. Okay, that's dry. I have a couple pieces of kind of another pattern of polka dots, and I'm just going to add these on the side just for a little texture and color. I was worried that this was going to be too bright for what I wanted, but just enough black ink moved and toned it down, so yay. Okay, so then I'm going to get this image on here where I want it, and then I'm going to do some over painting, and that I will definitely speed up because that's going to take me a little while, but I wanted you to see the before and after. Not sure where I want her. I think I want to put this down at the bottom. Yeah, maybe right on that. Right on that. Hope she doesn't smear, because I don't want her to smear. Or rip. Okay. It actually might be up a little higher than where I wanted her, but that's fine. And then I think I'm going to put the moon up there. I may paint over that a little too. Okay, I have been working on this. Let's see if I can get her in frame and focused. You can see I've kind of overpainted her face, not a ton, and her arm. Add a little highlight and shadow after that, and so I'm going to do the dress and hair and cat, and then I'll be back. Okay, that's all the overpainting I'm going to do. It took maybe a half an hour, but I think you can see now she looks much more like she's painted as opposed to being a photograph. And I kind of did the cat a little bit and the moon a little bit, not quite as much, and then I hit it with the pit pen here and there to just bump up some of the details. So I have some wedding cake acrylic still left on my palette over here. I'm going to water it down just on my finger a whole bunch, and I'm just going to put a little bit around the figures here just to kind of separate them from the background a bit. I'm going to put the Halloween banner down here along the bottom, and then actually, you know what, I was going to say then I will color it a little bit, age it a little bit, but I think I'm just going to do that first with some vintage photo. Move that away a little bit. Actually, I don't want it looking perfectly perfect for sure. I just want it to look grungy and old. So I'm just going to do it with my finger instead of a blending tool. And I don't even care if it looks like there's fingerprints, because Halloween, you know? And considering that's what I'm getting is fingerprinting looking prints, well, I guess we'll just take it. Probably going to go around it with the Stabilo anyways after it's on and dried. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I'm just going to use some Elmer's fabric and paper glue and glue it on. Because I'm afraid with the matte media it will run and make a mess. And I'm too far along into this to make a mess. So let me bring this back in here. I'm going to put it up a row of dots. Okay. Then I cut out just some watercolor paper, little triangles here that I just took a couple colors of acrylic paint and dabbed it on with my finger again just to make some hats. And I'm going to glue those on because, you know, Halloween. Gotta have pointy hats, right? And I think we're going to have hers going this way. And then, of course, the cat has to have a hat, too. I'm just kind of darkening these edges with the Vintage Photo ink. Leave one of the cat's ears showing. It's a little bit more under there. Okay, I'll move the whole thing. There we go. And for a little extra fun, I had to have some word fun. Not so much for showing an ear. And a brim for the lady's hat. Alright, I wait for the glue to dry, and then I'm going to do a little work with the Stabilo, and we'll be almost done. Okay, added a little embellishment to their hats. I'm just going to go around these focal points with my Stabilo all pencil and help drag them out from the background a little more. Okay, all done. I added a little Ouija board piece right there and just went around everything with the Stabilo. So now I just have some orange acrylic paint and a sponge, and I'm just going to randomly sponge some color along these sides of the canvas. And then I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to add some burgundy to it as well. Okay, I'm going to dry. I painted the sides with the sponge, and I liked it so well I decided I'm just going to go around the very edge of the front of this canvas with the same technique, same two colors. I'm using orange and burgundy. A little bit on the edge of the mood. I think it just kind of finishes it off kind of nice. So I am using Plaid Folk Art Pure Orange. Oops, sorry there. Pure Orange and Ceramcoat Mendocino Red. Okay. And just quite a bit of water in my sponge. I'll mix it a little bit on my palette and that's enough, I think. Yep. That is enough. Drying it. Okay, she's all done. You can see the sides. I will take some still photos and include them at the end. So thanks for joining me for Fast Fun Friday. I know it's been a while. I'll try to get back on track. It's been a really busy fall so far, you guys. I'm really sorry. Anyways, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the flip side. In the meantime, go make some art. Bye.